Hello guys, today we're going into Overlord in Tidal Defense Simulator, and I will actually have to do a voiceover of what I've already recorded, so this video might be a bit shorter than usual because I recorded for a long period of time and then for some reason in the middle of it my microphone died, so I'm just trying to do a voiceover on everything, but we will go over both the Overlord stages. They are quite easy actually, if you have the right strategy. So what you're gonna use in both difficulties is Glacial Beacon with resistance reduction. We're gonna have the Glitch Spawner with increased movement speed. We're gonna have the Drake with fusion damage, so burn over time. We're gonna have the Junrock with expanded explosion range. We're gonna have Repulsor Spout in the first stage, and with that we also want the optional 2 module where you knock back medium tacit discord as well. That's gonna help a lot. We also use Thunderlance a bit, and with that you want a double fire. We then use Shock Inductor, and with that we want the AoE damage if they manage to kill the unit. And we also use Freeze Jet, and on that we of course want the freeze on hit. So in the beginning we're gonna use some freeze. We're gonna put up Repulsor on the walls. I'm actually gonna move the freeze trap because I changed my mind. We actually want the freeze trap in the beginning to slow some of the quick units down. And we then also want Drakes to start dealing some damage, and that's gonna be the first setup for the first wave. And they got a bit far, but it doesn't matter. And also don't forget to go back and grab these coins when you got the time. And if you start the wave before you grab those coins, you will actually lose them. So I wanted to add a Junrock here to deal some more AoE damage once they have the burnout. And I'm also putting down Glitch Spawners here, push them back from the Repulsors, because once the Repulsors activated, we want them to run back, and hopefully the first Repulsor is activated before the reach. And also make sure that you always use your weapon as well. It would deal with these quicker units so you don't activate the Repulsor and waste their cooldown. Sometimes it happens, but usually it works out. We are now on wave 3. I put out some more freezing stuff, and I then felt like we wanted a backup for Repulsors in the backline, and I actually couldn't make my mind up, but what I ended up doing was placing down 2 Drakes and a Junrock there. And then I just wanted some additional damage before they go into the Repulsor, so hopefully if there's anything left they will die. I then placed down some more Drakes to deal more damage before they are splitting up if I were ever to leak. And I also placed double Glitch Spawners next to the Junrock in the beginning there. And I then wanted some slow in the middle here as well. So hopefully the units become a bit more slowed and we are able to activate the Repulsors one more time before they reach the end. There was no problems with that stage at all. And now I just put down even more damage before they reach the Repulsors, and then I was like, so you just make sure we have some more Repulsors in the back and make sure they can't escape from the out the back, and then I saved some money to place traps if I needed. And then we have the invisibility stuff, and this tacit discord won't activate the wall traps, so be careful for that. And that's why we have placed so many traps on the floor, so we don't have to deal with that issue. So I'm just placing down a lot more Junrocks here because they're really good when they explode for a lot of damage. I then put down Drakes as well to make sure we get even more burn. And here I could tell that the special tacit discord actually went to the left, so I removed some traps there. And I'm going up here to just make sure we have enough stuff to kill him. I actually realized I needed to rework this because it was too wide. So I'm just placing everything a bit differently. But I'm still using slow, and I'm using glitch spawners to make sure that if he hits them, he runs back, and I just want to burn the entire time as well. And then I saved some money in case I needed it. But let's show the entire last wave here. It wasn't very difficult, to be honest. It's just a unique challenge with the invisibility and making sure you don't have too many ceiling units or wall-mounted units. And Repulsor is really great at dealing with this medium tacit discords. And as you can tell, he has already taken a lot of damage just going through this first stage here. And before, I didn't realize that the glitch bone actually didn't do anything on the special units. So once we're done with this, it's just one thing you can upgrade, so go in and upgrade that. And we are now on the stage 2. You basically didn't change anything from the first setup, but if you missed that out and you only need help with the second stage, go back and check the upgrades I picked in the first stage. And the second stage, I was like, yeah, I should probably put down a freeze. It also reduces the resistance. I then go back and place some more inductors over here to deal with everything. And just preparing for the late game stage, because it won't be difficult in the beginning, really, and you're just preparing for that last wave. Starting to put down some Junrock here and preparing for the last wave. Because what you really only need here is Junrocks and make huge explosion. And I also went over here and placed down some traps as well, just to deal more damage to this side of the wave and make it a bit quicker. Because if we waited for everyone to die over here, it's gonna be a long time. Also, make sure you go grab the coins, it's gonna help you. And if you accidentally start the next wave before you grab them, they will actually disappear. And here they're actually telling me about a new unit that would put down shields on nearby tacit discords. But that one is really random, because it doesn't really matter, because all of the other tacit discords runs away before they can shield it. And I changed the position of freeze jet over here to one step to the right. And then put down a lot more inductors, and then used the rest of my money to put up some glitch spawners. There were no trouble with that stage either, so I put down more glitch spawners, put down more Junrocks. And I realized that you don't really need the glitch spawners, you want to slow and remove that resistance instead. They then started coming from a new direction, so my placement was a bit weird here, but I put down more fire stuff, burning them early, making sure they get slowed and get that resistance down before the freeze jet I placed down here and the additional inductors deal with them. And that way was quite easy. I once again just put up more inductors, running back, putting up more Junrocks, and then some glitch spawners, because why not? So at the 7th stage here is actually where I realized my mic messed up, so... And here we have the last wave. I just basically put in more Junrocks, some glitch spawners, Junrocks, some glacial beacons, Junrocks, filled the entire roof with shock indicators in the first part, and some freeze jets. I have one over here, I have one freeze jet over here, I have one in the middle here as well, and down here I just put some defense as well for the last wave. And this is a good thing with the Junrock and the Drakes for the last wave. They can activate before this tacit discord can disable them. And also with the freeze jets, you also get a lot of damage in from just your shooter alone. But it will never get through the last part here. So we now beaten both of the Overlords. I don't think it was that difficult or that different from the Elite difficulty, to be fair. But I hope this guide helped you. But as always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.